Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to episode 1, the debut of the Nick and Codys Corner Post podcast. Cody Games PlayStation, how are you, my friend? Welcome to the debut of our podcast.
Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you, Nick. Yep. After a long, successful career of the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, we are starting from scratch, and it's just us two starting a new podcast. Very exciting.
Mate, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited as. I'm so keen for this. This is going to be fantastic. Also, look at the new background. Look at that.
Amazing.
Look at all those beautiful NRL teams. Look at them. How good is it? Looks outstanding. I just want to give a massive shout out to my mum, actually. She's the one that created all of them. So she is a creative artist and an absolute genius. So shout out to my mum. And also shout out to my cousin as well. Shout out to Natalia for putting those logos on the wall. And thank you to her as well for making the intro. She, I was going to do it myself, but, I sort of was a bit stuck on a few things, so I got her to help, and she ended up just taking over and doing the intro herself. So shout out to my cousin Natalia. But, Cody, bro, how good's that background? It looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that after our last stream we did back on Monday.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Outstanding. Well, everyone in the live chat, welcome to the newest episode of Nick and Cody's Corner Post podcast, episode 1. Brand new podcast. It'll be a little bit different to the Breakdown podcast. We've got a few new things that we're going to do, but it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Hello to the chat. We'll always acknowledge the live chat. Hello to Jason Rader. Hello to Bosky, SS Storm fan, Josh Rabbitohs 2023. Hello to Viking Axe, CJ Moxley, Luke Melbourne Storm fan. Hello to everyone that's tuning in. Hello to Devils _ Psy. Hello to everyone that's here in the live chat. I hope you guys are all doing well on this Wednesday night, September 6, 2023. Welcome to the newest podcast. Hello to Christian as well in the chat and everyone that's tuning in. All right, Cody. We're going to start off with a brand new segment to the brand new podcast. And I like to call it the 60-second rant. So basically how this works is Cody will have 60 seconds to go on a rant about something that he's not happy with in the NRL or in rugby league in general. And I will also be doing the same. So, Cody, I'm just going to get the clock out for 60 seconds, and you can go for it. All right. Give me 1 sec. All right, Cody, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Do you know what you're going to rant about?
Yeah. Us in general.
All right. 3, 2, 1. 60 seconds is on the clock.
All right, let's do it. All right, so everyone is writing off the Bunnies, saying they finished 9th, and all the stuff behind the scenes with the Bunnies, with Sean Burgess going early to Warrington, and also John Morris has gone from the coaching staff. I mean, so what? Stuff happens. Training coaches or whatever, they go on and beyond, and good luck with them in their future. And I believe in my boys. I know we did horrible this year, but we're going to be back for 2024. We got the signing of Jack Whiteson. No one else so far. He's going to be our fullback. Latrell's going to go to the centres. I am sick of all the shit with the media saying that the Rabbits or they're starting to do it now. They're going to not going to come in next year, or they're not a top 4 team. Bruh, who cares? It happens. Every team.
Is there anything else you want to say quickly? Just quickly, bro.
And guess what? Yeah, one more thing. Fuck you, media.
All right. Have you got a timer in front of you for 60 seconds or no?
No, I don't.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll do it on my phone. I got one here. All right. Righto. Well done, Cody. I'm glad you got some of it out of some of it off your system. All right. My rant is going to be about how it's apparently a one-horse race for the premiership. Right. Ready?
Yep. Are you ready?
Give me like a 5-second countdown or something, and I'll press the button here.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right. So everyone keeps talking about how it's Penrith's comp. They're going to win the premiership. No one's above them, blah, blah, blah. You know what's ridiculous? I watched the thing the other day on Fox Sports, and they were saying, oh, Penrith are going to win the premiership. It's all them. Did you know that in their preview for the final series for this weekend, they didn't even acknowledge the Warriors? How can you not acknowledge the Warriors? The Waz are the best thing going in the NRL right now. Everyone's getting around it. Everyone loves the Waz. And all the media want to do, which side of the draw are Brisbane and Melbourne going to avoid? Can they avoid Penrith? Which one of them are going to avoid Penrith? Blah, blah, blah. The Panthers haven't beat the Warriors yet. The game's not till Saturday afternoon. No one knows what's going to happen. We've seen upsets before. 2008, Warriors in eighth spot beat the fucking Storm in Melbourne. 2011, Warriors beat the Storm in Melbourne in the prelim. It's not their comp. There's 7 other fucking teams. Teams can be beaten at the top.
Time off.
There we go. All right. You know, Cody, I'm just sick and tired of everyone saying Penrith have already won the grand final. No one will beat them. Blah, blah, blah. How do you know?
Well, you'll find out when the actual day happens. In fact, Penrith have lost to some of the teams that are playing in the top 8 this
They lost
year
to
as
the
well.
fucking Eels and the Tigers this year. If it rains, Penrith are fucked. Let's be honest. If it rains, they're fucked.
Yeah, just like how they beat St Helens in the World Club Challenge early in the year.
I was there. I enjoyed that. It was good fun. The vlog
Good on
was
the
amazing.
good on the St Helens. Show them Penrith
All right.
correct.
Let's get to some of the topics for tonight's show. We've got a little bit to talk about, and we're going to start off with some news that we have learnt over the last 24 hours or so. The Bulldogs captain, Cody, Raymond Fatala-Mariner, is set to be moved on elsewhere. Now, I don't know how you feel about this, Cody, but the Bulldogs, right? They are a team that have been struggling for quite some time now. They appointed Raymond Fatala-Mariner at the start of this year to be the captain, right? And he's had a pretty tough year with injuries and whatnot. The Bulldogs are looking to move him on. Can you believe this?
No, I can't believe it. It's a shock. I mean, yeah, he hasn't played every game, and when he's on the field, he's an all right player. He's still going through their system, but why would you move someone on? They have not made any success at all for the past couple of seasons. They haven't played the finals like since 2016 or 2017.
2016.
And they got the wooden spoon in 2021. Lucky to avoid in 2020, but to move their captain on or one of their captains, it's not right.
No, it's not right. And I think there's more to it as well, Cody, than that's been suggested. Like, I think there's more to it, like behind the scenes. Like, Raymond Fatala-Mariner, he's a quality player. He is. Quality player. And I said at the start of the year, you might remember this, Cody. I said, if Fatala-Mariner is going to be the Bulldogs captain, they're not going to go far. And that's nothing against Fatala-Mariner. He's a good player. But he's not really the guy you want leading your team. He's not that type of player. I thought someone else, like maybe like a Reid Marnie or a one of these sort of players might be a better option. But they've gone with for Tyler Mariner. I just don't understand why they would want to move him on. He's the captain. They're moving on the captain. If he is to be moved on, which is what's being reported everywhere right now, what club can you see picking up Raymond for Tyler Mariner?
Yeah, it's a bit of a hard one to say, but there might be a chance he may go to the Super League.
Yeah.
If he can, but if there's an NRL team he could go to, I'd say possibly Para or someone like that.
Parramatta?
Yep.
See, I think for Tyler Mariner, I think there's a few teams that I think he would suit at. I think he'd be a good fit for the Warriors. I think he'd be a really good fit for the Knights. I think he'd be a good fit for the Eels, like you said. I know the Tigers, obviously they're struggling as well. It wouldn't even be a bad fit if he went down there.
No.
It wouldn't be bad. Like, for Tyler Mariner, he's a handy player, man. So for the Bulldogs to want to move him on, I think it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if you appointed him captain to start off the year, why would you want to move him on? You should have made someone else captain who can lead the Dogs in a better direction, like Reed Marnie or even Matt Burton.
100%. 100%. Now let's move on to some other news. There's reports about AJ Brimson. Apparently he's going to play right centre next year for the Gold Coast Titans. Now apparently the Titans' new coach, Des Hasler, is making some early moves. He's got some things in place here. So apparently he's going to have Jaden Campbell at fullback. Brimson's going to go to right centre. Blah, blah, blah. 4 in the halves with Tanner Boyd, I believe, unless they go with someone else. But do you think AJ Brimson playing in the centres is a good move?
No, I think it's a ridiculous move.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, you want to play Campbell and Brimson in the same side, and you don't want Jaden Campbell to be as a bench player, as a jersey 14. Yeah, I get that, but AJ's excelled at fullback, especially when he's played in Queensland sometimes as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I think it's a massive gamble. Like putting AJ Brimson in the centres is a really interesting one for me because, like, he has played a couple of games there this year and he actually did a fairly decent job. I remember he played against the Cowboys there at one point and he did a good job. I remember he played there against the Warriors, went all right. I think he played a little bit there on the weekend as well against the Dogs. I think he started there against the Dogs. So, look, I think it's an interesting one for the Titans to want to move Brimson to the centres. Me personally, if Brimson isn't playing fullback or 5'8", then centre's probably the third option for him. Do you think the Titans should move him on then, Cody? Like, if he's not going to play fullback or 5'8", do you think they should maybe move him on elsewhere?
Well, I wouldn't say they would move him on. He's one of their more better players in the squad at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see where this will go. But if they want to have Brimson in the centres, I guess they could give it a go and have Jaden Campbell at fullback.
See, the problem is you're paying Brimson that much money to play in the centres. Like, he's on fairly good coin, so it's a risk. It's a big risk for the Titans, but hey, Des Hasler's, that's what he believes is the best thing for it, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Now let's move on to a topic that I reckon we might have a different opinion of, maybe the same opinion, who knows. Should the Sharks be allowed to play at Shark Park in the finals? Now, I know they have earned the right to get a home final, which is fair enough, but a 12 to 13,000 stadium hosting an NRL elimination final, I just don't know if that sits well with me. It doesn't, to be honest. I don't know about you, Cody, but should the Sharks be allowed to play at Shark Park this weekend, or should they be forced to move it to Accor Stadium or Allianz?
Yeah, this has been a topic that's gone hot wire across the board for the last week. But
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think it should just stay at Shark Park just for the first weekend. If they did make the top four and got a home final, then that one should be played at a court or even Allianz. Depends on the team who plays.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to disagree with you on this one, Cody. I think it should be at Accor Stadium, and I'll explain why. For all you Sharks fans out there that are going to lose your shit and have a whinge at me, this is how I view the situation. So, if the Sharks were playing a team that's not in Sydney, so if the Sharks are playing a Broncos, a Cowboys, a Storm, a Knights, a Raiders, a Dolphins, whoever, then okay, fair enough. Because their away supporters are going to struggle to get in anyway. Because we all know away teams traveling to Sydney is always difficult. I think this should be moved from Shark Park to Accor Stadium. Now, the reason why you can't go to Allianz is because if you go to Allianz Stadium, you're giving up your home ground advantage to the Roosters. And the Roosters did not earn the right to get a home final because the Sharks finished above them. Now, the reason it should be at Accor Stadium is because you will be allowing and you will be giving the opportunity to so many Sydney supporters that support the Sharks, support the Roosters. I think this would be absolutely brilliant at Accor Stadium. Now, I know people whinge about, Accor Stadium, blah, blah, blah. It's a shit venue to watch footy, blah, blah, blah. I understand that. I've been there when I was fucking 8,000. I know what it's like. I've been at Accor plenty of times. Cody, you have as well. Now, I think moving it to Accor Stadium, that way you get the Sharks fans in, you get the Roosters fans in, you're probably going to get a crowd of somewhat 20 to 30,000. So instead of denying potentially up to 15 to 20,000 fans, you're allowing them all to come in, Accor Stadium, Sharks are the home team, I got the home dressing shed, Sharks v Roosters, Accor Stadium, 25 to 30,000 fans. You don't go to Shark Park. You go to Shark Park, you're going to deny a lot of supporters an opportunity to watch. You're denying so many fans if you go to Allianz. But if you go to Accor, everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. Shark Park, you're going to deny too many fans. Allianz, you're giving the home ground advantage to the Roosters. You go to Accor, everyone's in. So, honestly, it's a no-brainer. Should be at Accor. But no, we're going to fucking play 12, 13,000 people. Shark Park, Saturday night. It'll look great on TV, and it obviously will be a great atmosphere down there. But just remember, look at how many fans you're denying in an elimination final. I can't believe the NRL, honestly, Cody, I'm not sure how you feel about this. I can't believe the NRL are going to deny that many supporters a chance to go watch a big elimination final like this. Like, imagine if it was Sharks South. Cody, you'd be losing it, I reckon.
Yeah, I would definitely agree in some aspects. I mean, if we were playing against the Sharks and they had to go elsewhere, it would have been the Allianz again, most likely, or even Combank. But yeah, honestly, I would not have minded. It depends on like what kind of final it would be as well. Whether it's a qualifying or a qualifying elimination final.
Bro, I guarantee you, if Sharks finish top 4 along with the Roosters, this would have definitely been moved to Accor Stadium.
Yeah, most definitely. It
100% it would have. They wouldn't have allowed a fucking top 4 qualifying final. They wouldn't have allowed that at Shark Park. But because it's elimination final, it's sudden death, they want to reward the Sharks when I I thought it was about rewarding the fans. Like, how many Shark supporters missed out on the ticket? How many Roosters fans missed out on the ticket? How many people in Sydney missed out on going to the game? Unbelievable. So
Yeah, in
I don't
some
know,
ways
man.
I agree, but
Yeah,
it's the NRL. They're greedy.
I just don't think it should be allowed at Shark Park. It should be moved to a cool stadium.
I mean,
It'd be much better.
it's still getting upgraded and renovated in a couple of years, and
It's
it'll
a
be
construction
up.
site down there in the Shire.
Yeah, should
It
be
really is.
up to should be up to 20,000. I think in the next couple of years.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. Now let's move on to some other news that come out of the Dolphins earlier this morning. Ewan Aiken is reportedly set to leave the Dolphins, Cody. Now, Ewan Aiken, he's a handy player. Ewan Aiken's a handy player, man. Plays a bit of back row, a bit of center, more of a left edge type player. If he leaves the Dolphins, which is being talked about, do you think he'd be a good fit at another NRL team?
Yeah, it definitely be a good fit wherever he goes. Like in the like you said in the back row and as a utility 14 bench player.
100%.
I think if he goes to a different club, I can't really think of one at the moment, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he goes and if he does leave the club by the end of this year or start of next year.
Yeah, look, I did hear some rumors this morning that a few Super League clubs were interested in Ewan Aiken's services. Now, that would be somewhat interesting if he did go over to the UK. Cody, I reckon Ewan Aiken would be a great fit at your club, the Rabbits. I think he'd be a great fit.
Yeah, we definitely need like a front row, back rower type of player because that's we don't really have one
Well, he's a back row center,
for the time
Ewan
being.
Aiken. Back row center.
Yeah, I think it'd definitely be a great fit as a center. Back row,
Yeah.
not too sure.
Okay, yeah.
But we've got many players come for our system at the moment, so I don't know about that.
I will
Experience,
say the three best clubs for Ewan Aiken to go to, I would say the Rabbitohs, I would say the Melbourne Storm, and I would say probably the West Tigers.
yeah, that's fair.
I think it'd suit good in Melbourne. But anyway, it was quickly, we got a donation from Faraz. Shout out to Faraz for the donation. I really appreciate it. He says, Nick, got my first payment from work at KFC. Well, thank you very much for the $3 super chat. And congratulations on your new job at KFC. Appreciate it. A few people in the chat saying that the Cowboys would be a good fit. I mean, he'd be a handy player to have. He'd be handy. All right. Now let's move on to the next topic, Cody. One that I think we're going to have a lot of fun talking about. Here we go. Which bottom 9 team improves next year? Now, obviously, I'm a Cowboys supporter and you're a Rabbitohs supporter. So, obviously, we're going to expect our teams to both improve. So, I won't mention the Cowboys and you won't mention Souths. Outside of them, who do you think will improve next year, Cody? The team that missed the top 8, who improves next year?
Yeah, this one's very tough considering we don't know what kind of direction these teams will go into next season, into the off season. If there's one team I'll give a mention, although it's their first year, I'll give it to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done a great job to start their first ever season, finishing in 13th, or I think that's probably where they finish. I think they're going to improve a lot more better going into 2024.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I was going to say Dolphins as well. I'll tell you what, Dolphins will definitely be around 8th to 12th next year. They'll definitely improve. A team that I reckon will improve a lot next year, Cody. I have high aspirations for Manly. I'm expecting big things next year from the Manly Warringah Seagulls. You got Luke Brooks coming in at 5'8" to play with Cherry Evans. I think that's a really good combination. Tommy Turbo coming back from injury. You've got Kohler in the centers. You've got Schuster going to the back row, which is going to suit him. If Manly don't improve next year, then Anthony Seibolt's head will be on the chopping board, ready to be sacked. So Manly, for me, will definitely be a team improving. Another team I reckon will improve. I reckon the Dragons will be a bit better. I don't think they'll be last. I think they'll be a little bit better. I'm not sure if you know this, Cody, but the Dragons lost 11, 12 games. They lost about 11 or 12 games this year at 1 to 12 margins.
Oh, that's unbelievable, and considering they only got only 5 wins and almost finished last. And
yeah,
they definitely need to improve
I think Parramatta as well. Like, surely Parramatta will be improving next year. Surely.
And what about the Tigers? Surely they must improve next year.
I still reckon they'll be in the same spot. Probably wooden spoon again. Most
Three
likely. West Tigers haven't bought anyone. Oh, they did. Hang on. Who did they buy? They bought Jaden Sullivan, Aiden Caesar. They're not going to change too much, I don't think. No. I don't know. Obviously, I think South will improve next year, Cody. I think you guys will be bouncing back. Do you think the Cowboys will be bouncing back next year as well?
Yeah, surely that they have to. I mean, after a disappointing start to the season, they went on to win 6 in a row. They almost got there, but too many tough teams to beat.
Left it too late.
Yeah, Cowboys, they're definitely going to improve next year. Top 4, not too sure. Up for Bunny's top 4, can't say anything about that. Top 8, yes. Top 4, probably not.
Yeah, all right. Well, I reckon you will be in the top 8 next year, and hopefully anyway. All right. Now let's get to this. Now, obviously, the NRL finals, right? They begin this weekend, and it's gonna be huge. Cody, there's 8 teams left. I want to know, before the finals start, obviously they start this week, I want to know right now, what is your NRL grand final and who wins it from here?
Yeah, so ever since they've done very well this year, Warriors is definitely one of them.
Wow.
And they will take on, well, I don't know I think they can still hopefully make it if they lose to Melbourne this week. I reckon Warriors Brisbane will be the grand final, and I'll go Warriors to win it.
I'm just trying to work out, because you picked Penrith and Melbourne, didn't you, this weekend?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, yeah, it can happen. All right. So you're going Broncos Warriors grand final.
Yeah.
And who wins it?
Warriors.
Oh!
They deserve their first ever premiership now.
Oh, the Wars. Their fans will be going nuts after you just said that.
Yeah, I mean, they've been very troubled for the last couple of seasons, and they've deserved to win one eventually. I mean, the perfect opportunity is now. If they don't win it this year, I mean, they put in a great effort, but it'll be disappointing if they don't win it this year.
Well, I'm going to go with the 2023 grand final. It's going to be the Penrith Panthers versus the Brisbane Broncos. I'm going to go with that. Panthers Broncos grand final, and I genuinely believe the Broncos will win the premiership this year. I think it's their time. I think they've got the team to do it. I think they've got the back line. I think they've got the halves. They've got very young, powerful forwards. I think it's the Broncos' time to do it. So I'm going with the Broncos to beat the Panthers in the grand final.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, as long as Penrith doesn't win it for a 3-peat, then whoever wins it, that doesn't really matter. That's why I didn't have them in the grand final, because I'm sick of them making the grand final.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Now, just quickly as well, I just want to ask you about the Super League Grand Final. Now, there's 3 more rounds to go in the Super League. I know you're familiar with St. Helens and a few other teams, but St. Helens, Wigan, Catalans are the 3 teams right now that are looking most likely. Who do you see the grand final being in that one?
Well, for my Super League prediction video early in the year, I originally had Huddersfield and St. Helens, and Huddersfield to win it, but considering how they've gone this year, that's not going to happen. I'll definitely go to St. Helens for the grand final, and the other team, I'm actually going to go Catalan.
Who wins it?
Catalan.
You know what? I got the exact same. I got the exact same. I reckon it's going to be a St. Helens versus Catalans grand final. And I also reckon Catalans are going to win it. They're going to win their first Super League grand final.
Wow, that's a shock for that weekend. Same one and same winner.
St. Helens are going to lose it eventually. But yeah. Anyway, Catalans to win it. That'll be good. All right. It's time. It's time for the game show. Now, how we're doing the game show is I will ask Cody 5 questions. We'll see how many he gets out of 5. And then Cody will ask me 5 questions, and we'll see who the winner is. See who the winner is after that. All right. So, game show, it's going to be a little bit different to what it once was on the old podcast. So, I will ask you the questions first, Cody, and then you can ask me the 5 questions afterwards. Rightio. Let's do it. And also, everyone in the live chat, please don't be revealing the answers in the live chat. Please don't be revealing the answers. We don't want to have to kick people out. It's just we don't want to do that. So, all right, Cody. 5 questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Let's go.
All right. Bear with me. Question number 1. In State of Origin 1 this year, Queensland beat New South Wales. Queensland scored the first try. Who was the first try scorer?
Tough one to start with. No, he didn't play. Was it Reece Walsh?
It was the Hammer.
Close.
All right, so that's 0 for 1. 0-1. All right. Question number 2. Cody. Sorry, mate. Just the fucking phone decided to play up on me. Son of a bitch.
All right. Take your time.
All right. Here we go. In round 2 of the NRL this year, Broncos played the Cowboys up at Suncorp Stadium. Cowboys scored the first try. Who was the first try scorer in that game? And the other hint I'll give you, it was a Ford.
Was it Jordan McLean?
It was Jeremiah Nanai. Not a good start. 0-2.
Wow.
They're tough questions, though. They are tough questions. All right, let's go to all right, we're testing this one. Rabbitohs question. Right. In round 2 of this year, right, Panthers beat the Rabbitohs 16-10. The Rabbitohs didn't score a try to the 66th minute. It was an outside back. Who was the Rabbitohs' first try scorer in that game?
Outside back. Okay. That wasn't the back lines.
No, it was the backline player. Outside back.
Trying to remember. Was it Was it Campbell Graham?
Alex Johnson. Tough, eh?
Oh, the season's gone so long. Can't remember.
Yeah, it's been a long year. All right, we'll keep it on the Rabbitohs theme. Keep it on the Rabbitohs theme. All right. Next question. Here we go. At Magic Round, when the Rabbitohs defeated the Melbourne Storm 28 points to 12, the Rabbitohs scored the first try in that game. Who was the first try scorer?
First try scorer, far out. Oh, I don't know if he scored in this game. What was it? Keon? Colin Matungi?
No, it was actually Cody Walker.
Wow.
I can't believe you. I won 4, Cody. Unbelievable.
Oh, well,
It happens.
not bad.
Don't worry. It happens. It happens. All right. All right. Next question. Let's go to a Warriors question because why not? All right. At Magic Round, the Warriors lost to the Panthers 18 points to 6. The Warriors scored the first try in that game. It was a forward that scored first. Who was the first try?
Alpha Fanua Blake.
Yeah, well done. You got that one. All right.
One
So
out
in
of
the
five.
end, Cody Games PlayStation gets 1 from 5. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So
Lost
I need
already.
2 to win. I need to get 2 right to win. All right, my turn now. Your turn to ask the questions. All
All
right.
right. Well, I didn't put down any questions. I'm just going to put them on the spot.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn my phone off and put it upside down like that. All right. The floor is yours. You ask the questions.
All right, Nick. First question for 2023. In round 6, the Rabbitohs took on the Bulldogs in the annual Easter Good Friday game. Bunnies won 50 points. What was the Bulldogs score?
I know the Bulldogs scored 2 or 3 tries. I'm going to say 16.
Fuck, yes.
Was it really?
Yeah, 50-16 was the score between the two for Good Friday.
I was going to say 18 at first, but fuck, righto. All right, 1 for 1 from me. All right, next question.
In round 9 of the 2023 NRL season, who had the bye for round 9?
Round 9.
Yep, of this year.
That's the one before Magic Round. Fuck. I actually don't know. Fuck. Round 9. Before Magic Round. I actually don't know. I'm going to say Dragons.
No, they had
Who
the
was it?
first one. It was Melbourne Storm.
Oh. See, I was thinking Dragons or Bulldogs for some reason, but that's all right. 1 for 2. All right, next one.
All right, let's do a Cowboys question then.
I should get this.
All right. In the last time the Rabbits played the Cowboys, which back in round 17, Cowboys won 31. What did the Rabbitohs score?
It was either 6 or 8. I know that. I know it was one of them scores. 6.
Yep, that's correct.
Yes.
31-6.
Because I remember it was 7-0. It was 7-0 at halftime. Or 5-0.
Yeah, 5-0 at halftime.
What's that? 2 out of 3 now?
Yep, so you have already beaten me.
Anyway, let's finish this off and see what I end up with in the end.
Yep. Oh, what's another one? All right, we'll go back to 2014.
Oh,
In 2014, in the preliminary final between the Roosters and the Rabbits, I know it's Rabbits questions, but last one won't be a Rabbits one. Rabbits won the preliminary final 32. What was the score the Roosters scored?
it was either 20 or 22 because I remember Souths were leading. I remember they were leading by 12, and then I remember they got out to a nice lead. 2014. I think it was 22.
So, yes,
I
32
knew it
22.
because Minicello scored with like with 20 seconds to go, and it didn't even matter. And then I think they missed the kick.
Yep.
Fuck, I'm on a roll. So I've only got one wrong here.
Yep, 3 out of 4.
All right, last one.
All right, what's a difficult one? All right, I'll give you another buy one.
Go on.
In round 18 of the NRL season 2023, only one team had the bye, which was during Origin period, or round 18. Who had the bye for round 18?
Round 18. Fuck. Well, it wasn't us because I think we killed the Tigers in that round. I know it wasn't us. Round 18. I generally do not know. This is actually like these bye questions are hard to answer. Round 18, I have no idea. Can I have a hint? Like, was it a Sydney club? Was it from Sydney?
It was the Sydney team.
It was a Sydney team, was it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was the Sharks.
Incorrect. It was
Fuck.
Parrot who had that bye in round 18.
Fuck. I lost because of the bye questions. Bastards. All right, so I'm the winner for the first installment of the game show. I got 3 out of 5. Cody got 1 out of 5. So, in the end, I only won by 2.
I mean, did better than me, that's for sure. Because you gave me really tough ones. I gave you easy ones.
Yeah, good game. Good game, Cody. All right, let's get into the finals preview, bro. Let's get into week 1 of the final series. Let's get into it. Some big games this weekend. And I'm interested to see if you've changed any of your tips from Monday. So, Friday night, we've got the qualifying final. We've got the Broncos up against the Storm at Suncorp Stadium. Who are you going in this one?
I'm still sticking with Melbourne, but this time I believe it's going to be Golden Point.
Oh,
Broncos, Melbourne to win by 1.
Who's kicking the field goal? Munster?
Yep. No, Nick Meaney to score the field goal.
Oh, Nick Meaney. All right. I'm going to go with the Broncos to win 1-12. I think it'll be a cracker. Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock out at Penrith, the second qualifying final. Panthers and the Wars. How do you see it?
Yeah, I'm still sticking with the Warriors by 4. 22-18 scoreline.
All right, not bad. I'm going to go the Panthers 1-12. I want the Warriors to win, but I feel like the Panthers will be a little bit too strong. So Panthers to win 1-12 for me.
Fair enough.
Saturday night, the first elimination final from Shark Park. It's the Sharks and the Roosters. This will be a cracker. How do you see this one going?
Yep, still sticking with the Sharks. 1-12. It'll be a cracking game.
Yeah, I'm going with the Roosters 1-12. I think it'll be a close one. I'm going the Chooks 1-12 in that one. And Sunday, The second elimination final, Newcastle Knights up against the Canberra Raiders from Newcastle. How do you see it?
Yeah, Newcastle for me plus.
Yeah, I'm going to go Newcastle 1-12. Should be a cracking game. But Cody, my man, that might wrap up the podcast, my man. That might be just about it for tonight. Mate, thank you very much for episode 1 of Nick and Cody's Corner Post podcast. It's been a great show. I really enjoyed everything that we covered tonight. Thank you very much. I look forward to next week's episode.
Yep, no worries. It's our specialty now. First one was a success. Let's hope number 2 will even be bigger and better next week.
It will be. I have no doubt about it. Also, I hope you guys like the background. Just quickly as well, shout out to my mum actually for making all of them NRL teams. I really appreciate it. And shout out to my cousin Natalia for putting them on the wall for me and actually doing my intro. So I really, really appreciate that as well. Thank you very much, Cody. If you guys haven't subscribed to Cody's YouTube channel, make sure you do. The link to his channel is in the description box down below. And also, follow the Instagram account. If you have Instagram, the podcast page is on the Instagram now. It's just go onto my Instagram and you'll find it, or go on to Codys, you'll find it. Make sure to follow the new Instagram page as well. But thank you, Cody. I'll see you next week, bro.
Yep, thank you, Nick, and I'll see you next week as well.
And before we go, guys, if you missed it at the start of the show, I'm going to replay the new intro. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you later.